Ladies and gentlemen, patriot, truth seekers, digital warriors, welcome back to the show once again. This is the Baraka Show. I'm not live today, so I'm coming to you from pre-recorded video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I like preparing stories. I really do. I love preparing stories. I prepare stories. I'm like, wow, this is a good story. I'm thinking, man, the way I'm going to present this is going to be so good. Oh, the way I'm going to do this. Okay, Starmer did this. Oh, the way I'm going to present this will be so good. But with this story, there's not much to present apart from just reading you the horrific story that I'm about to read to you. Usually, a lot of people will skip this because it requires a lot of... You can't just put this in a teleprompter and just read it. Because this is an experience that somebody went through a couple hours ago. And this is an experience that most people, a lot of people in the UK, approximately 30 people a day plus in London go through. So it would be very disrespectful for anybody who thinks this is a teleprompter story just to read and skip. Viewer discretion advised. The story that I'm about to tell you here today will not accommodate very well in your brain. So again, viewer discretion advised. I'll try to report to you very quick. But as you already know me, I love talking. I get passionate. This video might be 20 minutes, but it should be 3 minutes. But we'll see how long it takes me. Now, yesterday, Sunday, a lot of you guys woke up, went to church, get ready. Maybe you went to a breakfast place, Sunday rolls, all the lovely stuff, right? And I believe a lot of people also just did nothing Sunday, chill. But there was a woman who was just living her day. It's a Sunday for her as well, right? I believe so. So it should be a chill, lovely weekend, right? Yeah, it should be. But probably not. No, that's not the way it goes in this country anymore. That's not the way it goes. So, at St. Mary's Church, Banbury, Oxfordshire, that's the location. Between 12 a.m. to 2:30 a.m. on Sunday morning, a woman in her 30s, now being supported by special trained officers, was raped. Now, of course, you're probably thinking, hey, that location is just, that's the location. I don't know. What's the location? Where is this location at? It's very important because the location itself it was a church. I said St. Mary's Church in Banbury, Oxfordshire. Churchyard. It's a place where you're meant to feel safe. It's a place where you wouldn't think something like this would happen to you. Doesn't matter what time. 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 12 p.m., I don't know what time. But apparently not so. Happens in church now. Happens outside churchyard. It'll happen in the hospital now. But yeah. So, a woman in the 30s, she was raped. She was gang raped, I have to say. And I know YouTube wants me to say grope. And YouTube wants me to change the language. No! If I change the language, that's disrespecting the victim. If I change the language, that's me saying, hey, I know what happened to you. It must have been horrific. But guess what? I'm not going to say how it is. Because apparently the algorithm will hate me for it. But no, I have to say how it is. She was raped. Gang raped. Now, let me quickly just bring in a BBC article out here because they reported it. Thank God. It's been reported everywhere, which is okay. Thank God that the mainstream media report it, but a lot of time they don't. So now let me read you this article real quick from BBC. It's the same thing that I just repeated to you, but with just more details. A woman has been raped by a group of men in churchyard in Barnsley. The woman, in her 30s, was attacked in the ground at in the grounds of St. Mary's Church, the surrounding area of the town centre, in the early hours of Sunday morning. Tinville police said, the police is the one that's been reported here. So the woman, I'm assuming the woman has, she got the help, and the police were the one to tell the media. The police force, is appealing for another woman who may have tried to help the victim to come forward. The police officer said in an investigation that it was a horrific crime, I quote, that is underway to identify the offenders. The victim is being supported by special trained officers right now as we speak. It goes on. He also added that he's appealing for anybody that was in the area between midnight to 2:30 a.m. to come forward to contact the police with, obviously, if you have the information. At this stage, I quote, at this stage, we don't have a description of this good Samaritan, the person who did help the lady. They don't have information. So the police is basically reporting to us that, hey, this happened, but we don't know anything about it. If you have information, let us know. So we are always reacting now. It seems like that way, right? Because in London, it doesn't even look like we're reacting anymore. We just let it happen. We breed this environment where things like this can take place. In London, there's I reported to you, in London, there's 3 rape, sexual assault cases. And these are the ones that have been reported. 3 every single hour. I don't think we're doing we're not doing a good work in preventing it. And we're just reacting. And we're not good enough at reacting to the point where it keeps on rising every single year. Now, I know a lot of guys will say, she got gang raped, right? We have to say how it is. And that's horrific to even utter it out your mouth, to even think of it. And I know a lot of guys will be like, oh, not all men are like this. Okay. Sorry, I'm a man. And I don't hate men, but I gotta say, like the guys are the worst creatures, gods. I don't know, man. It's insane. Because the chances of a girl falsely accusing you is very, very low than the chance of a guy raping you as a man who's watching this right now. I have to say how it is. Something needs to be done with the men that we're raising today. I don't know what's going on. Maybe dads are not home. What is it? Maybe they never got personal touch from their parents, loving. I don't know. What is it? Why would a guy think it's okay to go and be like, hey guys, I know it's Saturday night right now. It's early morning. It's early, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 12 a.m. at night. I mean, I got a good idea, guys. How about we look for a girl and we gang rape her? I don't know who's raising those kind of kids, but hey, fuck that. What the fuck? What's wrong with you? And I'm speaking to all those guys that also always climb to defend the girls. Whenever stories like this come out, there's always guys who come out and be like, not all men would do that. Really? The reports are coming in that there's more chances of a guy raping you than a girl falsely accusing you of raping her. So, are you still defending the guys? Hey, and I'm saying here as a guy who loves the men, and I'm saying here as a guy who I love my gender. I really do. But I have to say the truth. I have to report it how it is. But the guys have lost the plot. And it's so sad to see that so many guys are always quick to jump on the fence like, hey, not all guys are like this. Yeah, all right. Again, I'm getting too passionate here. I've reported, I think the story is done now. I've just reported to you. A girl last night, was gang raped by multiple men. The police don't know what's going on. They are asking people if you were there around that area. What's the location again? The location, to be precise, is St. Mary's Church, Banfield, Oxfordshire. If you're there around those places, please, if you have information, help them out into this horrific investigation that have been launched to find the perpetrators. Now, we don't know who the people are. I can't say who did, where they're from, their name, their face. There's nothing like that. But given how severe the surveillance system has emerged the last couple decades, I'm sure the police probably already have their face, but just keeping it closely guarded because they want the public to remain, I don't know, immune, numbed to the pain. They don't want people to react, keep their face, cover it, so people can just, so the anger can just simmer away. I mean, yeah, that's a problem, man. That's a problem. Something needs to be done because it doesn't feel safe. It doesn't feel safe as a man to go outside anymore. I can imagine how unsafe it feels for you women. I don't even feel safe. Yesterday I was outside. I'm in town. Man, I'm looking over my shoulder. No, mainly because of what I do. Because somebody could turn up and be like, you fucker. And I'm like, shit, me? Fuck, no, me. So, of course, I always look up my shoulder. But girls, you could be the ugliest girl alive. You could be, I don't know, just random girl, and somehow you are unsafe as fuck. Especially in the town center. You could be wearing, some guy, people say, hey, oh, she asked for it because she was revealing clothes. Really? I don't think that's the case. I think the guys are just too, we're raising predators. Or maybe we're inviting predators and we're letting them roam around and own and capture the streets. Because that feels okay for them to go on gang rape. So we're talking multiple guys. One of them must have came up with the idea and all of them thought, hey, this is a good idea to do on a Sunday morning. What do you think, lads? Yeah, it is. I don't know who's listening to this right now, but I think a churchyard should be one of the most safest places to go. Should be a place where you can go. I think churches should remain open. Where whenever you feel like 5 a.m. in the morning, you can walk into church and praise God. It's our place. It's for the Christians and anybody else who believe that Christ is King. It's a place that you can wake up and be like, all right, it's 2 a.m. in the morning, I'm going to praise my Lord. And you should not feel any sort of ways. And you should not think that something like this would happen to you. I mean, I don't know what the lady was doing at the churchyard, but whatever she's doing, that was her life. I don't think this is something that she wanted. I don't think this is what anybody wants to live. I don't think anybody wants to live in a country that this would happen to their daughters, their sons, or maybe their wives. She's in her 30s, for God's sake. That's her life ruined. At a place that should be one of the safest places to be at. Church, school, hospitals, and maybe police station, airport. I think these places should be like one of the safest places. But no, schools, it happens. Churchyard, I'm reporting to you, it's happening. Okay, I'm getting too passionate here. I don't know. I think maybe I'm talking too much. But hey, this is the story here. So keep yourself safe. Talk to your kids. Talk to your sons, mothers, fathers. Please have maybe a weekly meeting, maybe monthly meeting. It doesn't matter. You know that they probably know this is bad, but it's still important for them to know that it is really bad. That if any of their friends ever utter a word that incites this sort of activity, they should cast it out. They should break the spell of the evil temptation to what? I'm not a girl. It's never happened to me. I've never been raped before, so I don't know how it feels. I don't know how it is, but I'm sure it's not fucking good what she's going through right now. It's changed her. She's never going to be the person that she was the moment she left the house. And that's happening to 3 girls every single hour in London. That's insane. Those numbers should scare you. And if you're a guy who's defending, hey, not all guys do this, actually, there's more chances of you being raped by a guy than a girl accusing you, falsely accusing you. So, hey, you know where I stand on this. I call it out whenever it happens, and I'm here to call it out. I hope the police find the perpetrators, and I hope they get heavily punished, not just by the laws, but by God as well. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Without further ado, hand to the head salute. Bye-bye.
Attention, attention, attention. This is not just a normal t-shirt. This is your battle armor in this war against lies and manipulation and deception. And when you wear this t-shirt, you are not just making a statement. You are drawing a line in the sand. And you're saying, I will not be silenced, I will not be bought, and I will not be steered. Every thread in this t-shirt screams defiance. Every letter of I found the truth, not propaganda. Or maybe every letter of the nation needs to know is a rally cry out for independent thinkers, disruptors, the people who refuse to bend to the mainstream media narrative. We need your fund, and this is your chance to stand up, to speak out and fund the fight for the truth. Don't just wear it like a regular t-shirt. You have to live it. The nation needs to know you're gonna live it. Yes, please. I need you to fuel the resistance. Be the reason why the truth survive in this country. Please get yours at thebarakashow.com, and thank you so much for keeping us on air. Thank you.
In the shadow of the digital gulag, we fire up the truth cannon and blast through the lies.
And the show host, Baraka Amuri.